Got you in my sights.
Welcome to the whiskey locker. Looking for cartridges or shot of whiskey? How about both? Good. You look capable enough, at least more than these loafers in town. Work is mostly culling predators, should pay well. I'm not too particular about your background, but would you happen to have any experience as a hunter? I believe you, partner. Just, remember, we're only in the business of killing selectively, not shooting everything that moves. Happy to have you. First one should be easy pickings for you. Nest of nasty buck-toothed mole rats giving people hell. They're none too bright, but don't let them swarm you. Seen them incisors cut right through an artery on the leg. Nasty stuff. Good luck.
Well, that's the end of that.
Take him out. Eat this.
Well, that's the end of that.
I see him. Can't run from me.
I'm glad that's over.
What's up? Got discharged after my leg got tore up. Caught a bad case of zombie. Real quick medical board, that was. Right out the door. Of course, they shafted me on the disability. Not service-related, my melted ass. I did well making animal calls for a while, though. Had a big shop at Shady Sands. Got tired about being harangued about my work. All I heard was, "What's taking so long?" and "When will you finish?" Shit will be done when it's done. I was burned out, too. Just want to serve whiskey and collect pelts for a spell. Much simpler. Undoubtedly. The mood will strike and I'll get back after it at some point. I just don't like all the fussing and complaining when I'm working. It's a skill I picked up in childhood, having an ear for critters. I used to be able to impersonate them before I got gravel dumped down my gullet. We get some hunting done, start collecting pelts, I might get back into it. Certainly got more than enough room to work in the basement. Sometimes a fresh start is a beautiful thing. Reckon I could put you to work with research when the time comes. The kind that I'm too broken down to take on anymore. Watching, listening, and recording the animals, particularly when they're in rut. I also need very specific materials for my calls. Some of them are quite rare. When I do something, I do it all the way, or I don't do it. Without question, my obsession with the Nordic red goose, a rare bird from the far north. It started out simple enough, nothing fancy. Wasn't long before I was adding this and that feature, Trying to find the perfect horn for the case, good brass for the guts, on and on. Mylar stripped from holotapes, O-rings fashioned from surgical tubing, and it all has to be just right. Then my dumbass kept adding tidbits. Before you know it, you're staring at a half-finished mess that's overcomplicated and will never meet consumer expectations. I said to hell with it, trashed the whole mess, and walked away. Guilt still creeps in sometimes, but the free time has been pleasant. Yeah, first was that rat I speared at age 9. Not so little when you're a tiny thing yourself. Matter of scale, I guess. They were always trying to nose through our stores, and the barn gave Mama hell. I decided to set up an ambush one night. I jumped down from my perch like some wild bird, drove that spear right through its spine. Easy kill after that. Mama was proud. She helped me with skinning, tanning, and mounting. Got me started as a taxidermist. I consider myself a rank amateur, but I enjoy it. Thank you. It's an ongoing process of learning from failures, just like any hobby. Hell, I might pick it up again once the store takes off. The small one I shot when I was 12. Shot him with a bow from a tree stand. He scurried off, had to track him all night. Found him, though. The gold gecko I shot near Badwater, 12-gauge slug. So damn hot down there, even in the fall. Lucky I didn't die of heat stroke. That fire gecko, that was iffy. First shot from the rifle just pissed him off. Second slowed him down. 10 feet away when I dropped him. Mouth was hot to the touch hours after it died. A few seconds more and I would have been roasted. Bad way to go. Oh, he's more for show than anything. Might catch a rat here and there, but he's no big game hound. Good friend to have, though. Found that wrapped up in the rubble near Bullhead. Just kind of, what's the word, captivated me. I like the setting, the scene. Couple of good old boys hunting with their dogs, smoking and joking along the way. Reminds me of good times. Interesting brand, too. Heard stories that Winchester made heavy-duty energy weapons way back before the war. Supposedly, there's some good ones still around. A sergeant who was serving up north told me he saw one of those Brotherhood types with a Model 78. Apparently, one of a kind. Couldn't really confirm, though, seeing as to how the Brotherhood was shooting at them and all that. That little critter might have seemed like tiny taters, but we got bigger varmints when you're ready. Good work. What's up? It's a fire gecko. They're calling him the Beast of Crescent Canyon. Has a habit of roasting caravans up from the Mojave outpost. Hideous things, geckos. Fine pelts and tasty meat, but how they waddle about with those wide eyes screeching. I hate them. I digress. The so-called beast is a pest. Just last month, it melted a Brahmin's face off. Total loss. Shot twice, and it didn't go down. Mind the flames, and best of luck.
Eat this. I'd really like my beret back, please. Fine by me. Take him out. You're mine. Guess we made it. Stay sharp. I see him. All clear. Take him out. All right. It's over. Company.
What's up? Volunteered in '68 to get out of a complicated domestic situation. Caught the tail end of the Bullhead campaign. Got my stripes after a few years and bounced around. Missed the big show at the dam, but I got more than enough out at the Divide. Discharged not too long after that. Had enough saved up to get started here. Good place as any to settle down, I reckon. Not far from Bullhead. Killed it when I was on active duty. They're damn pests when you get off the main roads. Mounted it myself. Not as much as you'd think. I take no chances with those beasts. Long. Very long range with an anti-materiel rifle. Few exceptions. The trick is using proper bait, without making yourself the bait in the process. Best done in open expanses from elevated positions. Sure as hell, me and a buddy did take that female down in a less than sporting way. Saw the tracks and knew their hunting grounds, see? Chained a sick Brahmin calf to a rock there, then took the high ground about 500 yards out. We, also left a package nearby. Sometimes things get lost in supply, especially in theater. Things like remotely detonated satchel charges. Multiple satchel charges. Saw her approach through the night vision scope. Blast turned that Brahmin into red mist, launched the Deathclaw airborne. Easy skinning job. Damn blast wave had popped the head right off and degloved it. That was a good time, let me tell you. You always want to meet them on your terms, though. You do it on their terms, you end up with a bum leg like mine, if you're lucky. Good riddance to that demonic lizard. If there's a hell for geckos, he's in it. What's up? Night Stalkers are unnerving creatures, make no mistake. For one, they've got rattles, and second, they're matriarchal. Never ends well. There's been a spate of attacks near Walking Box Cavern, and all signs suggest a matriarch in heat, rattling and prowling for a hump. Time to teach that fork-tongued hussy some manners. Put her down, and there's a solid payday waiting for you. Careful out there.
Stay sharp. Got you in my sights. You're Contact! Got you in my sights. Alright. It's over. All clear.
What's up? Chaos and pure butchery. Pacification, they called it. Hunted, herded those tribals like animals. Makes me sick to think about it. I was proud to serve, to help the men and women beside me. But I can't stand the talk of heroes like Kimball, Botten, or Glanton. Scalp hunters, bounty men, murderers, most of them. Glanton was cold, but Botten was the worst. That wasn't war, it was slaughter. Gunned down those Dune Runner boys and piled them in a shallow grave. Not a shred of humanity or mercy showed down there. Later on, the papers pinned it on Botten, called him the Butcher of Bullhead. That was a half-truth. We were all guilty. Any tribe that didn't surrender was massacred or pushed off into Old Mexico. Bunches of them fell in with that crazy cult down there, no surprise. What's up? If it weren't for the good eating, rad scorpions would be about the most useless pests out there. Ugly and mean, every one of them. I do admit that Ruby's casserole has me convinced that we should farm them for meat. But damn if they ain't a pain in the ass to hunt. Got a whole nest of them near Crescent Canyon that needs to be cleaned out. Should be enough of them there for all of Prim to have casserole. Here's some medicine in case you get stung. Ain't as bad as some critters, but the big ones can pump you full of venom in a blink. Good luck, and mind them stingers. I'll have the caps for you when you get back.
Fine by me.
Eat this. Eat this. Take him out. Over there. Can't run from me. Contact!
All right. It's over.
Spotted.
What's up? It's, muy grande. Very big. Other than that, I'd be talking right out of my ass. Heard some stories about the parts on the Colorado, though. Just rumors, mind you. Heard that some crazy, burning lunatic called El Fumador ran a cult. Might have died. Might not have. Whoever he is or was, there's a whole mess of crazy tribals who worship him down there, and it's too much for NCR or Legion. Stories I heard, well, let's just say if we thought the Bullhead tribes were rough, apparently there's much worse moving in down there. Thankfully, it's not my problem. I'm content to kick my good foot up here and read the papers. No more adventures for this old boy. Ding dong, the king is dead. I love it. Here's your caps, well earned. Lot more work coming down now that the word is getting around. Excellent work. What's up? I want you to imagine you're at a picnic by the lake. A warm breeze touches your hair. You smile at your significant other and start to eat. Blam! A sonic puke wave splashes brains and skin all over your sandwich. What demon could do this, you ask? Lake lurks, that's what. Pack of them liquefied some soldiers trying to skinny dip at the campground. Fornicating in water is always iffy, especially with wildlife afoot. Command at Camp Golf wants those lakes scum cleaned out pronto. I got full faith you'll take care of them, lickety-split. Good luck.
Contact!
All clear.
What's up? That I'd rather not talk about. Another day, maybe, with more whiskey. Necessity is the mother of instruction. Or is it the father? Hell, I don't know. I had to hunt if I didn't want to go hungry, plain and simple. Started with geckos. Dumb, loud, easy to track. My mama was tribal, so she taught me all about cutting for signs. Amazing woman. Dad was a useless bastard, drunk off his ass and liable to beat on all of us. He taught me how to be mean and patient. Helps in hunting. I planned to kill him when I was 12, but the stupid bastard fell in the outhouse one night and drowned in shit. Served him right. But, hunting, yes. Hunting was an escape for me. I enjoy the solitude, and I respect the prey, even the dumb ones. Lot of satisfaction from the hunt itself. Even more when you put food on the table for your family. I surely miss it. I figured there had to be some kind of top dog that was stirring them up. Hopefully that'll keep them clear of the beaches. Great work. What's up? Wild dogs are running loose all around North Vegas. It's gotten so bad they're preying on solo travelers and children who wander off. Got a job to take out a particularly nasty bunch out by the old H&H Tools factory. Stay safe out there.
I'll sit tight. Had enough? I can't find anything.
What's up? Nicely done. Wild dogs are worse than coyotes by a country mile. Glad we're rid of that bunch. You've been doing such a good job cleaning up these big-name critters that I've only got one left for now. But believe you me, it's a big one. Get rested and reloaded, then come back when you're ready to take down a truly bad hombre. What's up? By all means. What's up? Never told you how I got the limp in my leg. Well, it's the same place I got this sunburn. The Divide. Scouting party, that's what it was. Don't mind my old stories. You don't have to hear it. I might need another drink before I could tell it anyway. We can get straight to the job. 100 men went into that valley. No way out. Legion dynamited the exits. Mission was so secret, no distress signal was possible. We were trapped. Very first light, the death claws came cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups. Death claw comes, you get to shooting and hollering. Sometimes the death claw goes away. Other times, he wouldn't go away. The death claw, he looks right into your eyes. A death claw, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living. Until he claws you, and those black eyes roll over white in them. You hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The sand turns red. 100 men went into that valley. 36 came out. Death claws did that. And you're hunting one. Got a death claw for you. Not just any death claw, but the man-ear of Mesquite, spotted by the ranger stations near the river. Got confirmation from the scars on its back, described by the rangers. Seen it swimming across the river, probably nested up in the hills. Dozen hunters have gone after this beast over the years, but they either never seen it, or it was the last thing they saw. Fast, strong, and has a taste for human meat. It's a true man-eater, so watch out. Keep your powder dry, and step lightly out there. Slight change on this one. Because of the rarity and value, we'll need his hand as proof. Otherwise, it's the same as the others. Be safe, be quick.
I've got your back.
Take him out. Over there. All clear. Take it out. All clear. From me. Take him out. Can't run from me. I see him. It's over.
What's up? Damn, there it is! Fine work, damn fine work, all the way across the river and back. Slicker than a rattlesnake, my friend. Impressive. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I mean, I can pay you, but that's just business. Highest discount from now on, that's a given. Might have more contracts in the future, so check back later. Before you go, though, any chance you could put on your courier hat for me? It's a personal message I'd like to have delivered. I hate to impose, and I understand you've got other business to attend to. Tell you what, don't worry about that right now. Go on and enjoy your reward. Come back if you're interested. No rush. What's up? Yes, it's something I've been working on. I hate to impose, but if you're heading south, would you be willing to take a letter for me? 100 caps in it for you if you make that trip for me. I'd be much obliged. I ain't exactly in a position to haggle. Fine, it's an even 200. Delivery will be a letter from my son, Corporal Francis. He's stationed down at Mojave Outpost. Just please give him my best. All I want is for him to read the letter. Thank you.
Hey there. Need anything? Sure. Here's what I got. Pleasure doing business.
Been doing a lot of good work out there. All right.
Ma'am? A letter? From that bastard? Is he dying now, or just hard up for cash? The balls to just, out of the blue, playing dad. Why should I read anything written by that bum? Look, I know you're just the messenger and all, but I really don't want to think about him. Alright, let's have a look at it. He's got a shop in Prem, huh? I knew he got discharged, but didn't know he was that banged up. Do me a favor. If you're heading back there, tell him I'm taking leave soon. I'll think about swinging by Prem on the way to Vegas. No promises. And I haven't forgiven him. But I'll look him in the eyes and hear him out. He might get his ass whipped, but I'll meet him. I know this wasn't an easy trip, and certainly not an easy message to deliver. For your trouble. Thank you.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Watch out!
Watch out!
Watch out!
Yes? Drinking and trying to forget what a fool I am for coming here. Should have listened to my wife. We needed the caps. I'm just procrastinating. Have a delivery to make, but I don't know the area. Don't feel good about this. Got half a mind to turn back. You know, that's a nice bib boy. Are you by any chance familiar with the area around New Vegas? Then you know the risks of this trade better than anyone. Any chance I could hire you to guide me through New Vegas? You get me past the city, and I'll compensate you to the tune of 100 caps. Sound good? I can't really say. No offense, but I don't want to blow this contract by opening my mouth. I don't think it's anything illegal like Kim's, but the contract has a strong non-disclosure clause, and I intend to follow it. Look, just keep this to yourself. It's a sealed case, heavy as hell. I think it's lead-lined. No idea what's in it, but it's valuable. Manager at the Express said the client mentioned some place called Groom Lake. Supposed to be some pre-war site outside Mercury. Wherever it's going, I need the caps. Not a spend it all on hookers and Kim's need, but a feed my family type of need. Town of Mercury, northwest of Vegas. Never been there, just know I'm supposed to deliver this package to a saloon called Jackass Flats. That's fantastic. Thank you. If you need to make preparations, go right ahead. Just let me know when you're ready. Thank you so much.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Hey. What's up? And? How did he take it? More than I hoped for, and more than I deserve. You're a good person. Thank you, friend. You ever need anything, don't hesitate. What's up? All day, every day.
Over here!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Yes? Amen to that. Just stay close and keep your eyes peeled. I've been on the road for a while, so I keep a brisk pace.
Hello.
Company.
Guess we made it.
That takes care of that.